Hi everyone, I'm Lee.
And I'm Fletch, and welcome to our garden. Welcome back, guys. And this week we're going to do a front yard tour and a few extra jobs to improve it. So this front yard we did in September last year. It's now May 2023, and over here we're going into winter, so we've got all of our brassicas and winter crops going. We extended the backyard out to the front style because we wanted to maximise what we could grow and how much of it we could grow. And we got Shire approval to put these garden beds in because before we had lawn up to that retaining wall of the rocks, and there was just no character about the place. So this is what we decided. We decked it out with Merbau timber just to break it up, because if we went with the grey like we did out the back, it just looked like a big grey blob. So we broke it up and it looks a lot more finished here. So in this garden bed we've got kale, artichoke, silver beet or Swiss chard, rainbow chard, beetroots and strawberries. We've also got marigolds. We've got a little bit of an ant problem which we'll address, and we've had quite a bit of produce out of here. In this second garden bed we've got a few carrots, more beetroots, a few flowers going. We've got a fennel we let flower, we've chopped it off a little bit. We've got more kale, another artichoke, foxgloves, marigolds and broccoli out the back there. And in the third garden bed we've got celery, coriander, which anyone could have, we don't mind, and fennel. So I like the look of fennel because the delicate leaves, it looks quite nice. So we've just let that take its course. It's been in there since the beginning. And yeah, if anyone wants to help themselves, just take what you need, as long as they don't go crazy and rip everything out. We don't really mind. In summertime we had lots of pumpkins in these other garden beds up here, which overtook everything, which was great. Now we've got our brassicas in, and we've got a rhubarb forest up there. Well, I call it a forest, but it's going to be, hopefully. And then just behind the retaining wall, we've planted we've got a little bit of comfrey and borage popping up, which we want that to border the whole garden. So that will break it up as well. And just up here, in this garden bed, this is part of what we're going to tackle this week. This was our chilli bed, but we don't really eat too many chilies, and they're just going to waste, as you can see just down here. They're just dropping on the ground, so we decided we'll get rid of them and put something in more beneficial for us. Also here we had the snake beans, which I pulled out, and we've got heaps of little chocos coming along. Here's one here. We actually picked 3 off this week, like yesterday actually, and we cooked one up last night. Our first one we were quite happy with, and it was actually quite delicious. This is Malabar spinach, which is a climbing spinach. So if you get little leaves like this, it's just like spinach. The big ones, they go a bit jelly inside, which I don't really like. And now Lee will take you through to the rest of the tour.
Hi everyone, I'm Lee, and this is the top half of the garden. So build up of raised garden beds that are then being clad in marabu or merbau, depending on what you like. So in this front bed here, so they're all 800 high. We have a apple tree, Lady Williams, we've got some basil, and then a lot of flowers and etc. as well. So we've got the salvias here that are almost finished. We've got the foxgloves, and then we've just got some, what do we got here? I think that's some kailan, which is Chinese broccoli. So as we go around here, we've got lots of beneficial flowers and etc. So we've got some calendula here, broccoli, look at that there, looks amazing. Just at the back there, we've actually done a bit of a trellis. So the trellis has actually got grapes on there, so that's productive as well. Lots of bok choy. We've got some cornflower and etc. Sneak in the middle here, you'll see we've got some delicious lettuce that's almost ready to be picked, which is amazing. Bit of kale, definitely lots of calendula in here. So we got some delicious broccoli here, so we'll pick this for tonight's dinner because it looks absolutely amazing. Now when we cut broccoli, I cut it on a bit of an angle. You'll see there, that just allows the water to drop off, because what we want to do is try and extend the harvest as much as possible. But as you'll see, just around the corner here, we've got lots of other little florets that are coming up. Right, so over this side, another raised garden bed that comes out. We've got lots of beneficial flowers and etc. Some salvia in there, some butter lettuce, some more pak choi, the red one, which is coming up nicely. A few more foxgloves and etc. And in the middle here, just to provide a bit of shade in those hot summer months, we've got a Meyer lemon. All right, so just up the back here, we've got the same kind of raised garden beds. Lots of sweet potato in there. It seems to be doing all right, considering it going into winter. Got an imperial semi-dwarf mandarin that's going in there. Through here as well, we've got some eggplants. They're still producing. We'll probably overwinter a couple of them. If you look here, we've got a Thai one in there and one that I found just before, so the finger one, which looks great. So that'll go in the basket for tonight's dinner as well. So just in the next section here, we've done a bit of chop and drop and a bit of maintenance yesterday, so had a whole heap of salvias. We've got some perennial basil at the back there. Now this apple trees hasn't dropped as much, but we have made sure that we've created a bit of a well at the bottom as well, so the mulch isn't sticking in there. Topped it off after a bit of chop and drop with some Triple C mulch, try and keep the moisture in. And then at the back here, we've just got a trellis and an archway as well, which we've got a few different varieties of grapes. Now that the tour's done, we've got a few other things that we need to grab so we can get those jobs done. Head down to the big green shed, if you're in Australia you know what we're talking about, and get some more mulch so we can do some of the jobs today. Then we're going to head out to Lakeside Nursery, which is just down the road there, and see if we can find some fruit trees.
So we just got back from Lakeside Nursery, and Jack and Anya down there sorted us out with a couple of trees. So this week we decided to buy a nectarine, a white flesh one, and a peach tree. Also we've got a small little mango tree and also a seedless midnight orange, which will replace a feijoa in that little garden bed. So now that I've got my trees in, and I know where I want them, I've placed them so just in here. Now, I'm going to try not have a disaster this week, and I'll more than likely step on a plant, but we've got plenty more to replace. But here is a screw mark. So I've counted 1, 2, 3 in, and same with that one. So they're nicely spaced together because we like a bit of structure. So now, fun bit is digging the hole. That's our friendly neighbour. Now, my hole's dug. I'll just get my tree, see if it fits. Fits perfect. It's a bit low, which is good. So I'll just pull that up, and then I'll get my trusted cow manure, and a little bit of compost. Morning.
All right, so while Fletch is digging a hole for that tree, I'm going to put on some of our favourite product, which is the Triple C mulch. All right, so now what we've done, we've just taken an opportunity to top these beds up. Like with most raised garden beds, they do tend to sink a little bit. So we did a bit of chop and drop, some of the leaves that fell off the tree, kind of tore those up a little bit, packed it in there, and then topped it off with some compost and some cow manure. One of the things we're changing from last season, not that we've been doing this very long, but is to really make sure that we're putting beneficial flowers in with our edibles and etc. to try and attract the bees and things like that. So there we have it. We've topped the bed up, put some mulch in, put some seedlings, replaced some of the stuff that I've transplanted, given it a really good drink. Hopefully that will make sure they recover. I think the mango tree looks absolutely amazing there in the middle. And we've also planted out the side here, so lobelia around the edge, some wombat cabbage, and we've also got 2 little mystery plants from our friend Jess. So she had blue lake and some other kind of bean, but between you and me, these don't look like beans at all. So we'll have to see what's happening.
That's a wrap up this week, and thanks for watching.
Now, if you like our videos, make sure you click the bell icon, like and subscribe. Also be a little QR code here down the bottom, so you can follow us on our socials. Otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching.
Bye for now.
So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up.